How many of you feel like this? Like you're just spinning in slow motion. Nothing's happening. You're getting nowhere. Everything you do, no one loves you. You're not wanted. Everyone cuts you down. You're afraid to go do this, do that, and then all of a sudden, life's in fast motion. You don't know what to do with yourself. You think you're going to go insane because all this work, you're too pushed, and then back to slow motion. It's, oh man, back into that slow mode. Oh, then it's fast. Oh my God, here we go. Just get used to it. You're in opposite world, which I don't think I can ever get used to, this opposite world thing. It's why we all need to stand together, man, and use our common sense, our good judgment, be reasonable, have a little bit of knowledge, at least common knowledge, man. And look at these videos that I make like a scientist would. Study them, examine them. If you got video software to enhance these things, go for it, man. Anybody wants any pictures that I have, I'll be glad to email them to you. They're evidence, documented evidence. You have to have an open mind and at least a little bit of reason to look at this stuff. I mean, there's just so much stuff in this stuff. I don't know where to even begin. Just sit back and watch this video. This is the sky. It's actually recording. I mean, it looks like it's sitting still, don't it? It's like fascinating to watch, man. It's incredible. Like, it's just unnatural, though. It's not natural, not at all. Every time I look at this stuff, it makes me want to throw up, you know. That's why I'm doing this. And I like doing this kind of work. I mean, it's not work. I guess it's a hobby, whatever. But I would think it's so important to do that if we don't do it, then we're all going to be in big trouble. All of us are going to be in big trouble if we don't start paying attention. We can't let the people that don't like us very much, the people running the world, take us over, man, and stomp on us and treat us, well, whatever. Keep us broke. I'm sick of being broke, aren't you? I'm about had it with it. I've about had it with these YouTube rules. They're ridiculous. I mean, what am I going to do with somebody's music when it's playing in the background? How am I going to make money, or anybody going to generate any money by that crappy sounding recorded music that's coming from somebody's shitty microphone? I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much, man. Like, you know, having a little music playing in the background kind of makes this go smoother, so you're not as feeling like you're coming out of your skin looking at this junk they've done to us. I'm so irritated with our leaders. We need to stand up and do something about it with our minds, knowledge, never with violence. We need to bring God back into our system for sure. And everybody should smoke weed, not drink. Sometimes if you watch these videos, you'll catch things. Excuse me, I just hit my bowl. Sometimes if you watch these videos like this, what I'm making here, you'll catch things flying through them that are not airplanes. I mean, they're obviously not airplanes. I mean, the other day, I think I posted it. I don't know. I got something flying through the clouds, man. It was left a big straight lining cloud, but it wasn't an airplane because it was going too fast. It was like, I don't know. It's incredible. We got to keep our eyes up, man. Eyes up. You know, we're starting the good vibe movement, you know, where you try to create a good vibe when you see that situation happening, and you could do something cool to make somebody's day. You know, a friend, a girlfriend, a mom, a dad, a brother, a sister, or your neighbor, whatever. You know, just because you feel like doing something cool, you know, like I do. I feel like doing something cool for some people sometimes, you know, I don't know, just because I'm a nice guy. You know, it's like that should never be hindered or made hard to do, you know, or made an excuse not to do. or whatever. I mean, our lives in our country, our world is upside down, man. It's somewhere I don't even know where. I never would think I'd be sitting here telling you people about this madness that we're experiencing, man. I mean, it's time to pay attention to everything, even the fake news. You got to know what they're saying to really know where, you don't understand. If you got any common sense to know how to read between the lines, but not too many people do, so we have to teach them. Reading between the lines, people. Read between the lines. Write that in your chat. Read between the lines. Yep. Hey, man, here's a Mandela effect, man, that bugged me and my sister. A Mandela effect. Yeah, CERN, whatever. Probably did something. Seems feasible. But, yeah. The lion shall lay with, write that in the chat, whatever the answer is. I'll leave it at the video at the end. The lion shall lay with, the lion shall lay with. Come on, you know it. You know the answer to this. Don't Google it. But if you have to, Google it. I'll just tell you. It's the lion shall lay with the lamb. Well, guess what? You know what it says now? The lion shall lay with the wolf. And I know that was in at least 3 spots in the Bible, or at least 3 or 4 times. The lion shall lay with the lamb. Not the lion shall lay with the wolf. That don't even make sense. And let me tell you, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Not this neighborhood, you weirdos. Them are 2 ones that stick out for me, anyway. Yeah, because I knew the lions and the lamb. When I was in 6th grade, me and my friends painted a mural of it on the school wall at Cabrini. I had to go to Cabrini for a short time period. Yeah. The Catholics are evil. They're just evil. They're not. I'm not sure they're even people. They I don't know. I think that some people have been taken over by a high intelligence, a being with such high intelligence, it's able to swap its consciousness from body to body. Maybe, I don't know, because some people don't seem like the people I used to know. How many of you experiencing that? Like you're in a dealing with somebody and that you've known your whole life, and you're talking to them, and you're thinking the way they're talking to you back, it's like you're thinking that ain't the same dude, or that ain't the same chick. I don't know. That's fucked up. People are acting weird because of the Schumann resonance, man, and the rapture wave. The rapture wave. Yeah, the whole thing looked like a DNA. It did. It really looked like DNA, man. It did. Yeah. I think the only dude that noticed it was Michael Della Rocca, and he noticed it too. It looked like DNA. Oh, I know who else might have noticed it. It'd probably be Michael Knight. Michael Knight, he noticed it for sure. That looked like a frickin' DNA, a copy of someone's DNA of the Schumann resonance. Yeah, it's above the level line, man. The Schumann resonance, 7.83 hertz. It's way above the level line. God, probably, I don't know. Hey, I'm going to give a shout out to that Brian Knight dude, man. This dude's serious when he's doing his work, But anyway, I'm seeing what he's seeing in there, and he made a good point. There's whatever shoot down to the sun, they're entities, okay? Because some of them, SOHO and SDO and Solar Dynamics Observatory and the stuff that they use to monitor the sun. Some of them, see that blinking? What the heck is that thing? Going in slow motion, kind of. Anyway, what was I talking about? Anyway, yeah. That something caught my eye blinking. Maybe it was a bird, I don't know. It was awful white to be a bird. They're usually black. But anyway, what was I talking about? I'm sorry. Lost my place, doggone it. That's real now. That's not edited. That's real shit right here. Forgetting what you're talking about. How many people experiencing that junk? Anyway. Yeah, I think I was talking about the Schumann resonance, 7.83 hertz. Some mysterious... the SOHO stuff. I was looking at the NASA and NOAA weather satellites and SOHO and space weather forecasting material, and watching a CME that we can keep track of it on the monitoring on the Solar Dynamics Observatory. And when they shoot, when the sun shoots off these huge CMEs or solar flares, man, I mean, there's images of demons and demonic things, whatever. They look like freaking demons, man. I don't give a crap what anybody says. It's there. It's there. And you can't tell me that can reproduce itself many times over and over when it poops like that. And you see an image of a demon and the image is always the freaking same. The demons are always the same. Or aliens. What I would describe to look like aliens. I don't know. In these images, I don't know how they're pulling it off, but man, whenever it is, it might be coming through the sun. Other people were noticing that too. Gina, she notices that something's flying in and out of the sun, man. I think I recorded it too, but I can't really be sure because I don't know. It's too hard to keep track of all the video that I take of this junk. I mean, I think I did. I just haven't found the video. It's like, you know, it's like to do this type of work is so hard, man. It's freaking hard to do this, man. This is hard. You have to know a lot about the computer, and every time you get a piece of software, you have to know how to work it, and sometimes that takes hours and hours to figure out how to make it work. I mean, I don't know. This is hard work. So anybody doing these creating content, whether their content's bullshit or it's the truth, it's your responsibility to figure it out. But anyway, it's hard work. You deserve to get paid for it, you know? In a way, if you can make it happen like that. So there's nothing wrong with, making these videos to get everybody else to notice. Okay, that's a job. Okay, the Lord gave it to me. I think that's the job, is to get y'all to notice this. Okay, what the task was is to learn all of this stuff all these years. When I overdosed on heroin at 666 State Street and almost died in that spot. The night that the Lord gave me a job and a task, I think this is the job. I'm pretty sure. It's an overwhelming feeling. It's the strangest feelings I've ever had towards something. Okay? The only way I can explain it is the divine spirit has taken me over because I overdosed on heroin, and there's a spirit that's taken over to make me have to do this. Show you. Make you look at it like a scientist. And to try to explain this crap without stuttering and getting irritated is pretty difficult. I gotta admit it. I gotta admit it. It gets me sometimes because, I don't know. I'm only gonna get better at this. I know that. I mean, I'm just because I'm good at everything I freaking do because I'm able to focus on some things, man. Here's another symptom that's happening to me. Let me know any other creators making videos if this happens to you. You get an idea, you start to lay it out, and then you flunk around in this damn software, editing and all that shit, and you forgot what the hell your idea was. Or where you were going to go, to the email or to this app, to that app, to try to link them all together. It's like man, you have to be very knowledgeable about how it all works. And it takes an awful lot of reading and an awful lot of clicking and an awful lot of freaking messing up your computer, messing up your phone, all this business, man. I mean, going out here shooting these videos and sitting there for 10 minutes while people are looking at me shooting videos of those freaking clouds, that's difficult until I show them one of these. I don't know. It's sort of like, it's intimidating. People are looking at you think you're a lunatic. Well, hey, get out of my way. I'm collecting evidence, all right? Go be negative in your yard. How about that? Leave me be, all right? I'm not going to allow these things, whatever they are, to form in my clouds. I want to see normal friggin' clouds that make me happy, not these things that make me scared or want to have to defend myself. I mean, what is this? I mean, this is God's world, not theirs. you know, and I think the Lord gifted this place to us, which it is beautiful if we keep it clean, you know. And yeah, I believe in keeping our planet clean. We have to keep our house clean, you dirty dozens. Stop littering. Stop littering right now. Shame on you. I'm even guilty of it. I've littered before, but I don't do it anymore now that I know things. I'm just here to tell you that shame on you. Give yourself a shame on you. You know? Every time I swear, give me a shame on me. How about that? Mark a dislike. Or write a shitty comment. Oh, well, I guess I gave you a reason to write a crappy comment. I just cursed. Anyway, anyway, I should say negative, not crappy, whatever. But I don't care, man. I'm just going to be me. I'm not changing for nobody. Okay? The Lord gifted me this job, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to do the best I can do about it, work my butt off to show you that people talking about this subject are not wrong. Okay? They're not freaking wrong. God is real. It exists. He's coming back. And we're behaving like monsters on this surface here. And there's a time in my life where I was behaving like a monster, probably. You know, just didn't give a crap about nothing. Right? A rebel. I don't want to be that no more. That's no fun. That's irritating. You know? It feels better to be kind. It feels better to love. It feels better to, do a cool thing for somebody, and you don't expect nothing back. But sometimes it will be cool for somebody to notice. Hey, I noticed you opened the door for that lady the other day as I was driving by. How about that? Just notice. Man, that's worth more than anything. Just somebody noticing you're doing a good deed and trying to create a good vibe. What happened? People used to notice things, man. Like you get a compliment. Someone seen you opening the door for a lady, 20 people would call your parents. Hey, I seen Rob open the door for Mrs. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So, I don't know. Because it was the right thing. Nobody knows what the right thing is because these morons running things have lied to us so much. None of us know what the truth is. No one even understands how to communicate anymore to figure out what the truth is. It's a mess. These devices that we're doing this stuff on, I mean, I'm trying to use it in a positive way, but I do get stuck behind the screen of my phone. It's a trap. It keeps you stuck. Okay? All right? Anyway, I don't know if this is keeping me stuck because it's part of the job is figuring out information and the truth, but how do you do that anymore? All man's knowledge should be at our fingertips on this computer here. And it's not. It's getting so confusing that, so we got to figure out how to take the internet over. And not take it over, but make it so it's open to the public, man. Like we make the rules. The citizens that use it make the rules. Not these governments and leaders and armies, and get them out of here. Okay? They're oligarchs taking over. Like a monopoly. We have rules against that kind of stuff. Yeah. And the owners of this thing should be set of some guidelines, and it should be, we have a constitution, freedom of speech, your First Amendment right, man. In America, if you don't know your rights, that's it's shame on you. It's the only way that we're all going to keep our freedoms is by knowing our rights. If we don't use them, then the courts and the government tramples us. Then they get to play games with you, like this junk here, this morbid crap I'm looking at. It looks like, I don't know. It just looks morbid. When I get a clear one, I'm not so sure if this is any good, but it's a little blurred. It's out of focus. But hey, what are you going to do? I don't know. It's hard. The camera just does. Sometimes you catch something and it doesn't want to focus in. It just won't let you. It's ridiculous. There's something blinking around in there on the bottom of that circle ring at the very bottom. I think that's what I was trying to focus on. Anyway, this work is hard, man. I get a stiff neck, man. I think I pull the shoulder blade looking up all the time. It's not easy to, looking up at the sun all the time. I mean, geez, you have special glasses and protection, and, it still hurts. Listen to my cat here. They're sensitive. The animals are sensitive, man. I'll tell you, every time they all three go crazy and start doing that meowing stuff, something usually happens. The other night they were doing it at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was kind of getting irritated because they were making noise. I was trying to make a video, right? Or narrate one of these, and they're all three going, right? Well, just not long after that, man, a thump happened. It was like it rattled the whole house. And then they all freaked out for a little while, and then it was over. Whenever, every time it starts to storm, they start to run around and So the animals feel it, man. The birds are sensitive to these weird things that are in the clouds. I'm telling you, the birds are super sensitive to this stuff. They fly right into the faces, like they fly. Let me know, hey, record here. The birds, and they sing different too. They're different singing they have. Their singing's different. How's everybody doing? Thanks if you're here this long, man, you're a hero. That's in my book. And if you like what I've had to say and you can relate to it, then help me figure out how to make the good vibe movement somehow happen. I think I'm just going to put it in God's hands, follow his direction as he guides me through my heart, and hope that everyone looks up, because it's a need. I need to get better gear. I'm going to invest in better gear as soon as I can, but I'm broker than spoke. I was scraping up change to get some toothpaste, man. It's just, I live in a town where it's beautiful. We're right on Lake Erie, but there's no jobs. There's nothing. It's so messed up and politicked and goofy that you can't even talk to your neighbor without. It's retarded. It's brother against brother, sister against sister, son against father. And that kind of stuff is backwards. That's why we're in opposite world. We are in opposite world, and I want to go back to normal world soon. Hey, Elon Musk, you think we could borrow the time machine, dude, so we can all go back to regular world, normal, where people acted right? Anyway, I want to mention out to my friends who have graciously given me their house for the summer, where they're just like, I can stay whatever I want to do. And really, I said, how much? He says, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Well, so I'm having one of them situations, man, for a few months. It's freaking amazing how God works, My brother booting me out because we get no stupid art. It's stupid. I mean, we get it's like brother against brother. It's really happening. It's like I never thought that I'd have to divorce my own brother because he's negative towards me anyway. Like he doesn't like me. I don't know. I think I'm a pretty cool guy. I think it's just that I don't fit in their standards of worshiping money. You see, because I don't worship money. I just don't. Fuck it. So, there's another dislike. I swore again. Yep. Slap it to me. Dislike it. Dislike this video if I swear. They should give fans that option. Like a reprimand. But it's, it doesn't really hurt you, but it lets you, it's embarrassed. It's more to embarrass you a little bit because you messed up, hey, you swore, you get a mad face or something like that. Or whatever. I don't know. Anyway. Yep. As long as you don't use the Lord's name in vain. It's the only swear words to me, and I can't. That's a swear word. I can't. I just, every time I hear that word, I cringe. Every time I hear the Lord's name in vain, I cringe. I just want to, oh, man, it just like, it hurts my feelings. Like, it makes me want to be sad. But I think I got pretty good feelings right now over being sad because I used to be an emotional dude. Let me tell you, Aletha. I used to date a woman named Aletha. Everybody in town called her Lethal because she was, she's tough. She could fuck them. Oop, there's another dislike. Sorry, but anyway, Lethal. She could fight, man. She could beat up dudes, but she was hot as hell. Anyway, Lethal broke up with me, and I think I almost about lost it. That was like 15 years ago, but it was the worst emotional time period. Just have like it hurt. Like that was hurtful. Yeah. I learned how to not let things like that happen to me no more because all it does is bring you 100 steps backwards and keeps you back because you got to remember when you feel it's the worst in that type of situation, then the next one you meet is always better until you meet the one. Okay? I mean, I don't know. That's the way it seems for me anyway. So I haven't been in that situation quite some time because I want to be myself and get to know myself, and that's the key to controlling your feelings, man. It's the biggest, most important thing you have to do. Spend a year by yourself, or as best you can, without a year by yourself. No relationships. The longer you spend by yourself, the better you get to know yourself. Until you meet that one, you know what I mean? Whatever. But, alone time is important. That's what you get to know yourself, know how you work, where your boundaries and your standards of living are, how you feel about what's right and what's wrong, and what's true and what's false. I don't know. Pretty tough. Cats are freaking out. Like they're just crying like crazy. It's louder than ever. They always do, though. They're talkers, these cats. First one's what are you doing over there? Come on. Come on. I don't know. They just walk around. One walks around with a toy mouse in his mouth. And every night at a certain time walks around and starts doing a moo or something. Like a moo cat. I don't know. It's mooing. It's the damnedest thing. And she does it loud, too. It's like loud, man. Like picks up this toy and just walks around. I wonder why she does that. Like letting her know that that's her toy. Don't ever, no one touch it. Or that's what I'm taking it as. Anyway. I'm listening to the heaviest music there is. It's the bomb. Hold on. What are you moving at in here, huh? Her. She's moving all the time. Meow. Meow. Huh? See? Come on, do it. Do it. Yeah, from. Do it, do it, do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Do it.